one color over another. But over and above everything, the forms themselves usually select their own colors. And you go along with what the forms say.
I think we're ready to watch the monitors, and if you could go ahead and talk us through some of these.
Okay, this is a decayed leaf that I froze, and with the use of light and the gels and the filters and the sunlight, tried to bring it in the photograph back to life as an illusion of life.
Now, am I correct in saying that none of these are none of these have been shot in the studio? These are all shot outdoors?
All shot outdoors with the sun.
And they're all handheld?
All handheld, yes.
Sounds rather difficult. And here's the next one.
This is a weed that was frozen in ice. And all these were, the ice pictures were all frozen in a freezer compartment of the refrigerator, in which it was held up to the sun directly, with the sun being blocked out partially by trees. And the reason I do that is for modeling effect on the sun, so it isn't a blank circle. So it has some solidity to it.
Now, where do you get the ideas for these individual pictures that we've seen?
You begin with a picture or an idea, and you look at it and work at it, and it grows, and other pictures offshoot from it. And pretty soon you'll have a whole tree of offshoots. This is a leaf frozen again, in which I color gelled the background a light blue and let the light fall in the foreground. So the feeling of distant melancholy or pathos was evoked from the very simple picture.
Now, exactly how far are you away from your subject when you're taking these?
Between 1/2 and 1/4 inch.
And so that's why you get the special effects that we're seeing with the light and with the focal frame?
Because the strangeness of the pictures is a lot evoked from being so close. The color gels can be made with any camera, far away or close. But mostly it's the strangeness of the pictures is derivative from the closeness of the lens. Now this is the edge of ice colored with cellophane on the reverse side, held up so that just a sliver of the sun filtering through the bushes, if you can see a slight bush on the left, is showing. And it fits in perfectly with what I had in mind as I took the picture of either sunrise or sunset, but giving no indication, using a white sun and leaving it up to the viewer.
These are all really incredible shots. It's kind of unusual because I've never quite seen any shots like these before. Did you have?
Well, none of these pictures are derivative from anything that I know in the history of photography. They're all unique because they passed by one time and one time only, and I took them, and I can never repeat them.
So these truly are creative art in that you could never go ahead.
I can't duplicate my own pictures, no. in the sense that I can make one similar to it. Now this is the sun early in the morning, using a reading glass light as the focal point of the light at the base of the picture. The reflection in the center of the picture is from the sky and the trees directly in front of me, which is modeling the sun. When you use a macro lens with the sun automatically burns itself into the film and is sharp. But the combination of the light coming through this glass and the trees and the sky and the sun itself just rising up above it, just hit at the right time to say something, to become very special, to become something I'll keep. And I've included that in the program, along with all the other ones you've seen.
How long did it take you to do all the slides for this?
The 6 to 8, or maybe even longer than that, maybe the 10 to 12 weeks of summer. And I guess that's about 10 to 12 weeks of summer. Trying to think of the beginning and the end, but now this picture here is directly from cellophane and sprayed water from a mist sprayer where the drops coalesced in the larger ones, and I put 2 pieces of plastic together with the cellophane and sprayed on each side of the cellophane and the plastic and let them stick together like this, and then held it up to the sun directly, using the water drops themselves as a shield, and then folding over the bottom part so that some of the water drops could show. And the effect was astounding. It was an explosion in silence.
Are we going to be seeing any of your works around town in galleries, or is this
at the moment? I've been spending most of my time putting them on videotape and editing them, and also making select prints for people that need them, want them, and also some select prints for myself. And when this project is over, then I'll go into it in more detail and print more pictures for galleries and whoever else want them. Most of the prints that I'm making are going to be in limited edition quantities, no more than 25. Now this picture here is a water bubble that had broken apart on the flat part of a piece of plastic held at a certain angle to the sun. It jumped right at me as a hand or something that was groping on the sand, and it had a visual drama to it that echoed hope or help or pathos or whatever. But at that very moment when the light hit it, I had to make that picture.
Have you taken any inspiration at all from some of the modern artists? Like that photograph reminded me a little bit of Salvador Dali.
No.
None?
None whatsoever, no. It just happened and came that way. It settled down that way. The form came in that way. And I responded and took the picture. But the response I had, I don't think had anything to do with my knowledge of his surrealism. This is a curled tube-shaped piece of plastic in which I sprayed water.